Good evening, I'm Apolinario, 30 Dignadis Valencia, and this is Philippine Headlines. In Luzon, two vehicles involved in accident along the Venetia Road. The two vehicles were involved in a road accident along the Venetia Road in the city of Dagupan, the province of Pangasinan at around 1:23 a.m. According to the initial report, a four-wheel vehicle allegedly attempted to overtake by entering the opposite lane. It then returned to its own lane but collided with a garong, a locally made farm car. Authorities are still investigating the full details and the exact cause of the incident. No official information has been released yet regarding injuries or the extent of the damage caused by the crash. In Visayas, the couple injured after a motorcycle crash caused by dog in San Dionisio. A married couple sustained minor injuries after being involved in a motorcycle accident involving a dog in Barangay Cudyonan in San Dionisio, Iloilo at around 8 p.m. on Sunday. The injured victims were identified only by their aliases Joy and Melbert, both of legal age and residents of Hacienda Conchita in San Dionisio, Iloilo. According to an investigation, a dog suddenly crossed the road, causing the driver to lose control of the motorcycle and crash. Due to the impact, both victims suffered abrasions on different parts of their bodies. The authorities immediately responded to the scene and rushed the couple to the hospital for further medical treatment. In Mindanao, the newborn baby found dead after being abandoned in Talakag, Bukidnon. A newborn baby girl was found dead after being wrapped in a garbage bag and abandoned in front of the municipal plaza in Barangay Dos in Talakag, Bukidnon on Sunday. The infant has since been given a proper burial. The authorities are now appealing to the public for any information regarding the person who may have abandoned the baby. Anyone with relevant information is encouraged to coordinate with the Talakag Municipal Police. In the other news, Tinalak Festival 2026 concludes successfully. The Tinalak Festival 2026 concluded in a colorful, grand and joyful celebration on Saturday. South Cotabato Governor Reynaldo Tamayo Jr. graced the event as a special guest and expressed his admiration for the celebration. He also encouraged everyone to take part in the festivities. Bacongco National High School from Coronadal City emerged as the champion in the Tinalak Festival 2026 street dancing and final showdown competition as Kadsagayan Alalan category. Meanwhile, Landan National High School from the municipality of Polomolok was named overall champion, winning best in street dancing and best in music. The medical mission and mental health and psychosocial support services organized by the ABS-CBN Foundation in partnership with the LGU of South Cotabato were also successfully conducted. In the afternoon, River Joseph and Esnir from Pinoy Big Brother Collab Edition arrived to share inspiring messages and help with the medical mission. At around 6 p.m., South Cotabateños enjoyed a lively concert featuring River Joseph, Esnir, DGYO, and the baby dolls of each showtime. The celebration concluded with a spectacular fireworks display at around 11 p.m., thus symbolizing the successful closing of the Tinalak Festival 2026.
Sinistir, no? Grabe.
And our business update, Filipinos ditch large cash bills as digital payments gain ground. The banknote withdrawals from the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas or BSP slowed to single-digit growth last year from 12.5% in 2024, reflecting a possible shift toward digital channels for larger value transactions as well as softer economic activity. Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas Deputy Governor Mamerto E. Tangonan told reporters during a media roundtable on Monday. GDP growth slowed to a post-pandemic low as 4.4% in 2025. Tangonan added that another factor could be shift to digital channels or moving larger amounts of money due to added convenience. Broadly, the slowdown in banknote withdrawals is tied to how Filipinos manage their finances. The Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas sees the potential for digital channels to everyone dominate, leading a decline in physical cash use. Additionally, the BSP recorded a massive increase in the circulation of clean currency. It deposits grew by the 32.3% in 2025 up to 4.6% in 2024. The report stated, fueled largely by the performance of 1,000 pesos polymer banknotes. Meanwhile, the use of coins for higher value transactions continued to drop. The value of coin withdrawals fell further by 14.4%, deepening the 3.4% decline seen previously as demand for the 20 peso coin dropped by 31.1%. Tangonan also touched on the potential function of a wholesale central bank digital currency or WCBDC, noting that using the platform to replace PhilPass Plus could be a part of its scope, especially if the bank settle interbank its transactions using a WCBDC. The BSP previously indicated the one potential applications for WCBDC is facilitating transactions whenever the Philippine Payment and Settlement System Plus or PhilPass Plus, the country's primary real-time settlement infrastructure, is unavailable. The CBDC is digital money issued by the central bank specifically for high-value transactions among financial institutions, government agencies, and financial market infrastructures. In Luzon, the minor and police officer injured in road accident in the city of Santiago. A minor and a police officer were injured in a vehicular accident that occurred at around 10:50 p.m. on July 17 along City Road in Barangay Centro East in the city of Santiago, the province of Isabela, in front of St. James Parish Church. According to a report from the Santiago City Police Office or SCPO, the incident involved a Euro single motorcycle driven by a 16-year-old boy and a Yamaha NMAX 155 police motorcycle operated by a police officer assigned to Police Station 1 of the SCPO. Initial investigation revealed that both motorcycles were traveling southbound in the same lane with the police motorcycle ahead. Upon reaching the accident site, the motorcycle driven by the minor accidentally crashed into the rear of the police motorcycle, causing both motorcycles to fall. Both drivers sustained injuries in the incident. The police officer was immediately taken to a hospital for medical treatment, while the minor declined to be brought to the hospital for examination. The police said the minor admitted that he had consumed alcohol and was believed to be under the influence of alcohol at the time of the crash. The authorities reminded the public, especially minors, that driving without legal authorization and operating a vehicle while under the influence of alcohol are both against the law. In Visayas, the woman injured after being by the motorcycle in the municipality of Manapla. A 24-year-old woman was injured after being struck by a motorcycle while crossing the road at Hacienda Patlagan along the National Highway in Barangay Purisima in the municipality of Manapla, the province of Negros Occidental at around 7:30 p.m. on July 19. The victim was identified only by the alias Regil, while the motorcycle rider was identified by the alias Romelo. The rider, a 43-year-old man, is a resident of Hacienda Mahinay in Barangay Caduwaan in the city of Cadiz. According to the initial investigation by the Manapla Police Station, the rider was traveling from Victorias City toward Cadiz City when he accidentally hit the victim as she was crossing the road. The victim sustained serious injuries and was rushed to Dr. Ramon Gustillo Hospital in Manapla for treatment. Meanwhile, the motorcycle rider suffered minor injuries and was taken to St. Al Hospital in the city of Cadiz. In Mindanao, the Turkish national suffers broken leg after hit-and-run accident. The Traffic Enforcement Unit in the city of Jensan is continuing its investigation into the suspect involved in a hit-and-run incident that occurred at around 11:20 p.m. the other day along the National Highway in Barangay Apopong in General Santos City, which left a Turkish national with a broken leg. The victim was identified as Umit Nedser, also known as Mr. Biryani, 48 years old, and a resident of Purokblaan in Barangay Labangal. According to the initial investigation, the victim was crossing at the pedestrian lane when he was suddenly struck by a black motorcycle bearing plate number M378GA. Instead of helping the victim, the rider fled the scene. The Turkish national sustained a broken leg and was immediately rushed to Dr. George P. Royeka Hospital for treatment. At the scene, the authorities recovered the motorcycle's plate number, which had been left behind by the fleeing rider, who allegedly identified himself as a police officer. The plate was turned over the Makar Police Station and verified with LTO Region 12, where it was discovered that the motorcycle was not registered. Mr. Biryani is well known in the city for roaming around the town area and public markets selling biryani, making him easily recognizable to residents. The victim is also appealing to kind-hearted individuals for assistance as he faces the challenges brought about by the incident. Police are continuing to gather additional information to identify and locate the person responsible for the hit and run. In the other news, the Rapid Growth Project from DTI Sultan Kudarat ongoing field validation for coffee farm expansion in the province of Sultan Kudarat. The Department of Trade and Industry, or DTI Sultan Kudarat, through the Rapid Growth Project, continues to monitor the progress of coffee farm expansion initiatives across the province. On July 14 to 17 this year, PCU Sultan Kudarat Field Technical Validator Patrick John Alahar conducted field validation of coffee farm areas of the Basak Integrated Farmers Association in Barangay Basak in the municipality of Libak, the province of Sultan Kudarat. The activity assesses the growth of project-supported coffee farms and farmers' adoption of good agricultural practices, or GAP. Regular field monitoring helps ensure proper farm management, improve coffee quality, and increased income opportunities for farmer beneficiaries. And our business update, transport groups seek 2 pesos fare increase, one of nationwide strike. The several transport groups are seeking 2 pesos increase in their minimum public transportation fare, citing the continued rise in fuel prices and warning of a possible nationwide transport strike if their petition is not addressed. Manibela said the previously proposed 1 peso fare increase is no longer sufficient because drivers and operators have yet to recover losses incurred over the past several months. Manibela chairperson Mar Balbuena said a 2 peso fare adjustment would provide better financial relief for drivers and operators facing higher operating costs caused by increasing petroleum prices. ACTO President Libay de Luna also expressed support for raising the minimum fare, saying that while either a 1 peso or 2 pesos increase would help, a higher adjustment would provide greater assistance to transport workers struggling with rising expenses. Transport groups are now considering staging a nationwide transport strike should fuel prices continue to increase and their appeal remain unresolved. According to the groups, an estimated 100,000 drivers and operators could participate in the proposed work stoppage. A meeting between Manibela and the Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, or LTFRB, is scheduled for today, July 21, to discuss the petition for a fare increase. The transport group said the request for a fare adjustment is intended to help offset the growing cost of daily operations as fuel prices continue to climb. The planned dialogue with the LTFRB is expected to determine the next step regarding the fare hike petition. Meanwhile, transport groups said they remain prepared to push through with a nationwide strike if their concerns are not addressed. The proposed fare increase and possible transport strike come as public utility vehicle drivers and operators continue to face rising operational expenses linked to higher fuel costs. Meanwhile, the electricity rates increase again this July. The electricity rates of Negros Power have increased again this July. According to Engineer Yomel Tabanillo, Assistant Vice President for Planning, Business Operations, and Sitio Electrification Program of Negros Power, the average residential electricity rate went up by 28 centavos per kilowatt hour, effective last July 15. From 13 pesos and 84 centavos in kilowatt hour in June, the residential rate increased to 14 pesos and 12 centavos per kilowatt hour, which is reflected in the billing cycle that began on July 16. Engineer Tambanillo said the increase was driven by higher electricity prices in the market due to a shortage of power supply, particularly in the Visayas region. In Luzon, the body of fallen soldier in Abra encounter brought home to Kalinga. The remains of Private First Class or PFC Dexter Gumayat, a soldier from Kalinga who was killed in an encounter with suspected members of the New People's Army in Barangay Apaw in Tineg, Abra, have been brought to the headquarters of the Philippine Army's 503rd Infantry Brigade in Kalanan, Tabuk City in Kalinga. Brigade Commander Brigadier General Renante Salvador, together with PFC Gumayat's family, led the arrival honors for the fallen soldier through a military tribute before his remains were taken to their homes in San Pablo in Bulo, Tabuk City. PFC Gumayat was a member of the 50th Infantry Battalion, which encountered around 10 armed individuals believed to be remaining members of the Ilocos Cordillera Regional Committee or ICRC of the NPA. Brigadier General Salvador said the Army honors of the sacrifice of PFC Gumayat, who gave his life while serving alongside his fellow soldiers of the 50th Infantry Battalion during the firefight. According to Salvador, although PFC Gumayat was not from Abra, he chose to serve in the province to help military operations aimed at maintaining peace. Salvador also extended his condolences to the family of PFC Gumayat and assured them that the government would continue to provide support of his bereaved loved ones. Based on the report of the 503rd Infantry Brigade at around 12:15 p.m. on July 19, soldiers were conducting a patrol in response to reports of the presence of armed individuals suspected to be members of the New People's Army in Barangay Apaw, Tineg, Abra, when they encountered approximately 10 armed men. 2 soldiers were wounded during the encounter, including PFC Jake Awingan of Pasil, Kalinga, who sustained minor injuries. In Visayas, the fire breaks out in Barangay Tisa, allegedly triggered by lightning strike. A fire believed to have been caused by the lightning strike broke out, damaging a porridge eatery, a parking area, and several rental rooms beside it along Katipunan Street in Barangay Tisa in the city of Cebu on Tuesday. According to the owner of the burned eatery, Edita Flores, she had just returned from an errand when the incident happened. As she arrived at her eatery, heavy rain accompanied by lightning began. She said there was a power outage at the time. When the electricity was restored, a loud explosion was heard. Flores noticed that the electrical wire connected to their establishment had snapped, which she believed came from the power pole. The fire quickly spread and intensified, causing panic among those in the area who rushed outside to escape. The eatery and part of the parking area sustained damage, although only a portion of the parking area was burned. However, the neighboring rental building suffered the most damage, with all 8 rental rooms destroyed by the fire. In Mindanao, the trailer truck driver rescued after being pinned between two container vans in the city of Cagayan de Oro. A trailer truck driver was rushed to the hospital after being pinned between two container vans inside the Trans-Asia compound along Julio Pacana Street in the city of Cagayan de Oro, the province of Misamis Oriental, on July 21. According to witnesses, the incident occurred while cargo operations were ongoing at the site. Responders from Oro Rescue immediately arrived and successfully rescued the victim. Authorities have yet to release an update on the driver's condition. They also reminded workers and drivers to always exercise caution in areas with heavy equipment and moving container vans. In the other news, the Ascenso SK 2026 by DTI Sultan Kudarat was officially open. The motorcade officially kicks off Ascenso SK 2026, the 6th Provincial Business Caravan. The opening ceremonies are now underway at the Sangguniang Panlalawigan Hall in provincial capital of Sultan Kudarat in the municipality of Isulat. This event brings together entrepreneurs, government agencies, and stakeholders in support of the growth and resilience of local MSMEs. The showcasing the province's finest products, innovative enterprises, and thriving local industries. Also, the Ascenso SK 2026 Trade Expo is now officially open. The opening marks the starts of the 3-day showcase of Sultan Kudarat's finest products, thriving MSMEs, and local innovations. Ascenso SK 2026 runs from July 22 to July 24 this year with the theme Navigating the Shift, Building Resilience and Future-Ready MSMEs. And our business update, the Philippine Stock Exchange Index may rebound to 7,500 by year-end by COL. Despite lingering geopolitical concerns and market uncertainty, leading online stock brokerages COL Financial is keeping its year-end target of 7,500 for the Philippine Stock Exchange Index, maintaining the same bullish outlook outlined at the beginning of the year. At the media briefing on Monday, COL Chief Equity Strategist April Lim Tan said the target is based on a recovery in local price to earnings multiple to 12 times, which remains below the long-term historical average. Tan noted that the local market is currently trading at around 9 times earnings, a level she described as very cheap and comparable with valuations seen during the global financial crisis. Excuse me. The brokerages sees immediate as resistance between 6,400 and 6,500, followed by the stronger hurdle at 6,650 to 6,670, and identify the upper end of the multi-year index trading range at around 7,460 to 7,560, close to its year-end target of 7,500. For his part, COL Chief Technical Analyst Juanis Barredo believes the market is more likely to recover to its pre-war level before attempting a climb toward 7,500. The target is also broadly consistent with COL's outlook at the start of the year. In its January market outlook, the brokerage said the PSEI, or the Philippine Stock Exchange Index, could challenge the 6,570 to 6,700 resistance zone before potentially advancing towards the upper ends of its long-term trading range at 7,460 to 7,560. In Luzon, the Japanese bomb discovered in the resident's backyard in the municipality of Poso Rubio. An exploded ordnance, or UXO, was discovered by a resident in his backyard in Barangay Castano in the municipality of Poso Rubio, the province of Pangasinan, yesterday. According to the Poso Rubio Municipal Police Station, personnel led by Police Major Jorlan P. Salcedo immediately responded after receiving a report about the discovered UXO. The resident who found the ordnance was identified as Rodolfo Toledo Bautista Sr. He said he came across the buried projectile while digging in preparation for planting in their backyard. After a thorough inspection, the authorities confirmed that the item was a Japanese Type 89 projectile, a type of munition used during World War II. The police station immediately coordinated with the 5th District Explosive Incident Response Team or EIRT based in Urdaneta City in Pangasinan. EOD experts successfully recovered the unexploded ordnance for proper safekeeping and safe disposal in accordance with established explosive ordnance disposal or EOD procedures. In Visayas, the worker dies after being crushed by granite slabs in the municipality of Liloan. A 33-year-old production worker died after being crushed by granite slabs while unloading cargo in Purok Tulay in Barangay Santa Cruz in the municipality of Liloan, the province of Cebu, last July 21. The victim was identified as Saturnino Cariñosa Bakiran, a married resident of Sitio Bangko in Barangay Tigib in the municipality of Argao. According to the report, the victim and his co-workers were unloaded 11 granite slabs from a cancer truck to a storage area in the barangay. While Bakiran was removing the rope securing the cargo on top of the truck, the granite slab suddenly toppled over, causing him to fall to the ground and become tangled beneath the six of the slabs. His co-workers immediately rescued him as rushed him to Eversley Child's Sanitarium and General Hospital in Mandawi City. However, he was declared dead on arrival due to severe injuries. The investigation determined that the incident was accidental and the entire incident was also captured on the establishment's CCTV camera. In Mindanao, Davao City Police tightened security in schools following bomb threat. The Davao City Police Office or DCPO has tightened security measures in various schools across the city following a reported bomb threat. Among the measures being implemented are mandatory bag inspections for students, teaching and non-teaching personnel, as well as visitors to ensure that no contraband weapons or other suspicious items are brought into school premises. The Explosive Ordnance Disposal or EOD units also remains deployed to conduct continuous clearing operations and K9 inspections inside and outside schools campuses as part of proactive measures to ensure the safety of teachers and provide students with a secure learning environment. At present, the Davao City Police Office continues to closely coordinate with the Regional Anti-Cybercrime Unit or RACU. It is ongoing investigation to identify the individual responsible for spreading the bomb threat on Facebook. The police are also continuing their information dissemination campaign, urging the public to remain vigilant and promote a culture of security by immediately reporting an unattended baggage or suspicious objects so authorities can respond promptly. Any other news? DTI Negosyo Center Lambayong empowers MSMEs through business loans made simple, get funded. Keep it stress-free seminar. The Department of Trade and Industry or DTI Negosyo Center Lambayong conducted the business loans made simple, get funded, keep it stress-free seminar on July 20, 2026 at the Lambayong Municipal Hall. The activity gathered members of the Fishpond Association, local micro, small and medium enterprises or MSMEs, and aspiring business owners who sought to learn more about accessible financing opportunities to support the startup, growth, and expansion of their businesses. The seminar features a source speaker from Security Bank Corporation or SB Corporation, the Land Bank of the Philippines or Land Bank, and Producers Bank, who provided comprehensive discussions on their respective financing programs, loan products, eligibility criteria, documentary requirements, application procedures, repayment terms, and other financial services available to entrepreneurs and MSMEs. Representing Security Bank Corporation, Mr. Kim Heyerzon Tabuhara discussed the various financing programs and support services available to MSMEs, including loan opportunities designed to strengthen and expand small businesses. Representing Land Bank, Mr. Joe Mark A. Lacandula, Account Officer, represented the bank's financing solutions and loan products designed for entrepreneurs and business owners. Meanwhile, representing Producers Bank, Mr. Lyndon John Lechoncito, CMSU, head for Region 12 and BARM, share the bank's loan programs, financing options, and business support services that can help MSMEs access much needed capital and achieve sustainable growth. Participants also receive practical guidance or preparing the necessary documents and improving their readiness for loan applications. An engaging open forum followed the presentation, allowing participants to raise questions regarding loans, qualifications, collateral requirements, interest rates, repayment options, documentary requirements, and other financing concerns. The resource speaker actively addressed the participants' inquiries, providing valuable insight and clarifications to help them make informed financial decisions. DTI Sultan Kudarat through Negosyo Center in Lambayong extends its sincere appreciation to Security Bank Corporation, the Land Bank of the Philippines, and Producers Bank, their continuous partnership and support in their conduct of this seminar. Their commitment providing financial education and accessible financing opportunities for MSMEs greatly contributed to empowering local entrepreneurs, promoting financial inclusion, and fostering sustainable business growth in the municipality. Through initiatives such as seminar, DTI Sultan Kudarat through Negosyo Center Lambayong continues to strengthen its commitment to empowering MSMEs by connecting them with reliable banking institutions and financing partners. By improving entrepreneurs' access to financial information and financial services, BTI aims to help local businesses secure the capital they need to start, sustain, and expand their enterprises, ultimately contributing to inclusive economic growth and more vibrant entrepreneurial ecosystem in the municipality. Together, let us continue building stronger businesses and creating more opportunities for the entrepreneurial community. And our business update, the Ayala Group's Globe Telecom Incorporated is expanding its fifth generation or 5G footprint across the city of Naga, bolstering Mayor Lenny Robredo's efforts to attract investment and accelerate the city's digital transformation. The telecommunications company said its upgraded network now provides 5G coverage across all 21 barangays, delivering faster mobile speeds and border connectivity as demand for online services continues to grow. The expansion supports Naga's position as the Bicol region's economic, educational, and commercial hub, where businesses, schools, and government services are increasingly relying on digital platforms. Globe said the faster network will support high bandwidth activities such as streaming, remote work, online learning, cloud services, digital payments, and Internet of Things applications for homes, businesses, and public services. The network expansion builds on Globe's partnership with the Naga City government through its digital thumbprint program, which promotes digital citizenship, cybersecurity awareness, online safety, and data privacy in schools and communities. Hello Kasadja, we are here at the provincial capital of Sultan Kudarat, where the Department of Trade and Industry or DTI Sultan Kudarat is conducting a Censo SK 2026. The event started yesterday and will conclude tomorrow.
In Luzon, the fake shooting threat causes panic at Pasay East High School. A fake shooting threat caused fear and panic among parents and students at Pasay East High School on Friday morning. Following the incident, several parents rushed to the school to pick up their children. Personnel from the Pasay City Police immediately conducted an inspection and reconfirmed that no shooting had occurred inside the school. According to the school head, the loud banging sound from the school's steel footbridge was mistakenly perceived as gunfire. The Southern Police District or SPD later declared that the situation at Pasay East High School was normal and peaceful. Meanwhile, the local government assured the public and classes are continuing as scheduled. Police officers and personnel from the Pasay City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council or DRRMC remains on standby to ensure the safety of students against any possible threats of violence.
In Visayas, the man found dead inside public restrooms at RTR Plaza in the city of Tacloban. A man was found dead inside a public restroom at RTR Plaza in Barangay 6 in the city of Tacloban in the province of Leyte on the evening of July 22. The victim was identified only by the alias Jude, an adult resident of the barangay in question. According to initial information, a government employee identified by the alias Rom discovered the victim while searching for him to provide some food. The authorities learned that the victim frequently stayed in the area. Last week, alias Rom even accompanied him for a medical checkup due to his health condition. The police are now investigating to determine the exact cause of the victim's death. In Mindanao, the rider speeding killed in road crash in the municipality of Maramag. A motorcycle rider died after sustaining severe injuries when his motorcycle collided with a tricycle along Sayre Highway in Purok 3 in North Poblacion in the municipality of Maramag, the province of Bukidnon, at around 9 p.m. on July 22 this year. The victim was identified only by the alias Bonbon, 23 years old. Meanwhile, the tricycle driver and one passenger were also injured but were reported to be in stable condition. According to the police investigation, the tricycle was traveling from Purok 5A in North Poblacion in Maramag toward Barangay Base Camp in Maramag. The motorcycle, on the other hand, was coming from Barangay Panagpalan and heading to Purok 5A. Police said the motorcycle was traveling at a high speed along the middle lane of Sayre Highway when it reached the area and crashed into the front portion of the tricycle. Due to the impact, the motorcycle rider was thrown off his bike and suffered critical injuries. He was immediately rushed to the hospital but was declared dead on arrival by the attending physician. The tricycle driver along with the two vehicles involved was taken to the Maramag Municipal Police Station for further investigation. In the other news, the highlights, innovation, investment, and MSMEs growth in the province of Sultan Kudarat. The second day of Ascenso SK 2026, the 6th Sultan Kudarat Provincial Business Caravan held on July 23 continued to provide valuable learning opportunities, business support services, and market access initiatives for micro, small, and medium enterprises or MSMEs, farmers, entrepreneurs, and the general public. The Department of Trade and Industry or DTI Sultan Kudarat spearheads a series of learning sessions aimed at enhancing business competitiveness, promoting investment opportunities, and strengthening the province's priority industries. One of the highlights of the day was the info session of Gearing Up Investment Promotion in Sultan Kudarat, which showcased the province's investment potential and encouraged entrepreneurs and investors to explore business opportunities across the sectors. The session emphasizes the importance of creating the enabling environment that fosters investments, business expansions, and sustainable economic growth. Coffee stakeholders, cafe owners, aspiring entrepreneurs, and coffee enthusiasts also participated in the learning session on green grading and coffee cupping organized by the DTI Rapid Growth Project in partnership with the Provincial Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprise Development or PMSMED Council, featuring AI Chemist Specialty Coffee and Q Grader Leo Mart Dalisay. The session introduced participants to internationally recognized standards and coffee quality evaluation through green grading, professional coffee cupping, and hands-on coffee tasting. Another key activity was the SSFF Growth Summit 2026, empowering MSMEs through green productivity and strategic social media marketing, where participants gained practical knowledge on adopting sustainable business practices while maximizing digital platforms to enhance brand visibility, customer engagement, and market reach. To further support entrepreneurs in accessing capital, the financing consultancy booth continued its operations on the second day, featuring partner financial institutions such as Land Bank of the Philippines or Land Bank,
Security Bank Corporation or SB Corporation, China Banking Corporation, Savings or CBS, and Producers Bank. The booths provide on the one-on-one consultations on available financing and loan programs to help MSMEs and aspiring entrepreneurs start, expand, and sustain their businesses. The financing booth will continue to serve clients until the final day of Ascenso SK 2026. The Department of Science and Technology or DOST Sultan Kudarat also conducted two technology training sessions for food entrepreneurs, like technology training on current good manufacturing practices or CGMP and sanitary standards operating procedures or SSOP, equip food MSMEs with essential knowledge in preparation for their Food and Drug Administration or FDA registration. Meanwhile, the technology training on basic food hygiene and food safety provided practical guidance for small food business operators, including cafeterias, canteens, and carinderias to ensure compliance with food safety standards and promote consumer protection. Complementing the business-focused activities, TESDA Sultan Kudarat offered free manicure and pedicure services, allowing participants and visitors to experience the skills of TESDA-trained practitioners while promoting technical vocational education and livelihood opportunities. The Sultan Kudarat Trade Expo and Agri-Products display also continued to attract visitors on the second day, showcasing locally produced food products, handicrafts, coffee, cacao, coconut products, fresh agricultural produce, and other MSMEs offerings. Various government agencies and partner organizations likewise remains open to provide information on business development services, investment opportunities, financing, digitalization, entrepreneurship support, and other government programs. As Ascenso SK 2026 enters its final day, BTI Sultan Kudarat, in partnership with the provincial government of Sultan Kudarat and other participating agencies, remains steadfast in its commitment to empowering entrepreneurs, promoting innovation, expanding marketing opportunities, and fostering a resilient and further ready MSME sector that contributes to the province's inclusive and sustainable economic development. And our business update, Maribank now officially reclassified as digital bank by the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas. The Maribank has officially become a licensed digital bank after the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas or BSP approved its reclassification from a rural bank, formalizing a business model that had already been operating almost entirely through digital channels. For existing customers, however, little changes. The customers do not need to take any actions following the reclassification. Maribank said clients can continue using the app and services as before with deposits of up to 1 million pesos, remaining insured by the Philippine Deposit Insurance Corporation or PDIC. The bank also remains under Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas supervision. The change is largely regulatory. Before securing its digital banking license, Maribank operate under the rural bank license while offering app-based banking products nationwide. As a rural bank, it has to operate the physical banking presence in the Laguna with a new digital license. Maribank may operate without branches that they offer banking services, though it must still maintain a head offices in the country. Maribank can also now officially market itself as a digital bank. Maribank is the Philippine banking arm of Singapore-based Maribank, which belongs to Sea Limited, the technology group behind an e-commerce platform, Shopee. The company rebranded from Bank Philippines to Maribank in 2025. One feature that helped Maribank stand out in its early years was its unlimited free fund transfers, which came well before many larger banks dropped their transfer fees. That advantage has since narrowed this recent weeks after the Bangko Sentral ng Pilipinas pushed banks to drop their transfer fees. Hello Kasadja, we are here at the provincial capital of Sultan Kudarat, where the Department of Trade and Industry or DTI Sultan Kudarat is conducting the Ascenso SK 2026. This is the last day of the event. And that is the special edition of Philippine Headlines this Friday. July 24, 2026. Ang Apolinario, 30 natin sa Valencia, and this is Salakot Online Broadcasting Network. Amping kasadya. Very good.